What's up, y'all? Welcome to DK's Way. That's why I'm not a singer. God give you gifts. He like, you can just be the silliest little heifer your mama ever had come out of her. You're going to be the funniest child she ever had. You will bring much joy to the house, but you will not be able to sing, okay? You can't sing. God, like, I'm gonna give you some talents, but singing, mm-mm, mm-mm. And it's funny because I went to school with all white kids, and in my formative years. And the first thing they do is they see your little black ass in the choir, and they like, okay, we're gonna put her in the front, the black one. And they automatically think you gonna sing good because you the only black kid in the choir. And I could do the mouth movements real good. I be like, you be thinking I'm blowing. Ain't that coming out though. They put my ass in a solo one time. Big mistake. Invited the whole family. I'm singing a solo, y'all. My mother was like, why? Because she knew. My mom sung in the Shirelles. She was the backup singing the Shirelles. Daddy worked for Motown. But my parents knew one thing. Don't give that child a microphone and tell her to sing no notes. That's how you torture children. Torture the church, torture the choir. Truth come out of the mouths of babes. One of the kids in the choir said, but she can't even sing. Why she got the solo? Little hater. Bet that bitch Mariah Carey now. Not for real, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's DK's Way, and it's about to be done my way. It's Daugne Show. To my left, I got my homeboys in the building tonight. I got Sherwood and Ray, the funny. We got the funny. I got Lamar D. Soul, the funny. I got my boy Benny Mina. Benny Mina. Mini. Beanie Mina. Funny. We about to go in, y'all. We talking about the police tonight. Shit you just don't do when you get stopped by them, and why you should just be quiet sometimes. I was watching that movie Crash recently. You saw Crash? Y'all remember that movie? Yeah.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah, we like Crash right here. We got a nigga, an Indian, an extra nigga, and a Latino.
Extra. First of all, stop. You cut it off. First of all,
a nigga, a sand nigga, an extra nigga, and okay. What do we have here?
Cut that off. You know better. I am not Indian. I am Iranian.
Okay.
We use a totally different explosive.
Asian.
How can
See
you
how
fix?
niggas do Crash. See how niggas are. I'm just gonna name him give him a whole new culture.
Me Indian.
Give you a whole new culture, Sherwin.
How can you do that?
But I called you a sand nigga to make it up. I mean, gosh, I'm sorry.
I'm so touched. Right.
Right. Like, I give good compliment disses. People thought I was a sand nigga growing up. I went to school with white kids. They didn't know what to make of me.
Not even 2 minutes into the show. Look, okay.
You know Donnie Keysway?
Wow.
They don't know what I was. They didn't know what I was growing up.
Really?
No, they thought I was Iranian. Me.
Nobody thought you were Iranian.
In Texas, they did. When we went to
Really?
Texas, they did not know. They did not know.
I want to see.
I looked the same. I was a little probably browner because of the way you play outside. Maybe.
No, I thought you were gonna say lighter.
Maybe an Oliver tone, but they thought I was Army. I guess I was
I'm
the first
shocked.
nigga they ever saw, so they didn't quite know.
In Texas, I'm pretty sure you weren't.
No, in that area in A-Leaf, we were the first black family to move there.
Wow. What part of Texas?
1979, A-Leaf. It's like a suburb of Houston.
Outside Houston. Okay.
Dirt,
Okay.
basically the dirt. They put brand new subdivisions. You know how Texas, they have subdivisions, gated communities. So they put all these new gated communities, and my daddy moved us because he had a lot of money, working for a black record label. So he moved us to the white suburbs of Houston for educational purposes, I'm sure. I got an education, all right, in racist white motherfuckers. That's what I got an education in.
You didn't have to move for
Wow, yeah.
Right. But
can
see,
say it.
okay, you're from Iran, right?
Correct.
Now you get mistaken for Mexican, Asian.
I get everything. Asian, I've never gotten. Indian, I get Syrian, Iraqi, Lebanese, Greek. I mean, I've gotten everything.
anything but what you are. Like what I just
People
did to
usually
you.
don't guess Iranian. That's the funny thing. They rarely guess until an Iranian sees you. Then they're like, oh, you're done.
They're like, oh,
There's something they could
cousin.
You gonna? She's just gonna test my pit. This gonna be okay.
They like my cousin. I love Sherwood.
I love you more.
Now you, Lamar, I know you catch it.
Catch what?
All kinds, because they don't know if you just regular nigga or if you like Jamaican or if
I
you
guess it probably
like,
depends on how my hair is.
like right now, if I didn't know you, I'd be like, oh, he one of them island niggas.
Yeah, because of my hair. But if I had cornrows, so you think I was from the hood.
I don't know. I might think African. When I first met you, I'm not gonna lie. I met you at Bliss Cafe when we was doing open mics. Do not take insult, Sherwin. You know I just insult everybody equally.
I can
Don't
see
take
that.
insult.
No,
So I thought, okay, he's an African. That's what I thought because of your hair. You had the wild spiky shit going on there with the shave shit.
Yeah,
you know.
I think I had locks then.
It was a lot going on. It was past the Dolce from the left hand side ish.
Probably.
Okay. Benny, I already knew you was from the hood. I was like, that's a Mexican. That nigga cut you.
Well, you know, when I started doing comedy, I was bald. You know, I looked.
Shit. I know
looked
they
more.
was scared of your ass.
Yeah, you know, it was a couple of comics. Hey, man, you know, you gotta let your hair grow out, man. You can't have that look. You know, and
See, now you look like an officer.
I never got that, but you know, okay, I'll take it if you look. But
Yeah.
doesn't work. I still get pulled over. You know.
They be like, nah, nigga, you wasn't. Yeah. See, and you was bald. Did you wear Dodger shit a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I still wear Dodger shit, but no, but I, you know, I look like a little thug, you know, baggy jeans. I mean,
Yeah.
I show you a picture of what I look like when I started doing comedy.
Hilarious. You gonna have to send it to Sarah so she can put it on the big screen.
Well,
See,
no.
See, when y'all met me, y'all knew I was somebody's mama. Y'all knew I was black. Lamar, what was your first impression of me when you saw me doing comedy?
You right.
You're right.
Like,
You're right,
somebody's
you're right.
Mama, she
He said,
black,
"You
she
right."
regular. She
Yeah.
regular. Yeah.
I definitely didn't think you were Iranian.
Oh my
I,
God.
But I guess because of my hair, maybe, because it was straight and they had never seen that before. I don't know. I used to get that
That's
a
a
lot.
big stretch.
That's you?
That's me.
Oh, yeah, I would have arrested Joe ass. He got the
Oh, he
Cholo
about to throw up signs and
Loco.
everything.
He got that's 18th Street and all that shit all the way.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Can
scary.
we put that on?
Nah.
Send it to Sarah. Sarah, pull
'Cause-
up.
How do
Oh
I
my
send it to you?
goodness. Wow. I mean, because when you just
Sarah
look at
without the H. Sarah dot.
I mean-
You
without-
gonna put it on the you gonna put it on there? My whole email.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
those are two different people. Like
Yeah.
you don't look
Stalkers,
anything like
listen.
no, I
that.
changed my image completely.
You are a
You want to
totally
know how to get
different.
Sarah? Here it is.
And I was a hot hair too.
Material too?
Yeah, it changed my material a little bit. But yeah, I was a little bit of a hothead when I started.
Okay, audience, just imagine any gangbanger walking down the street with a Mexican gangbanger with no shirt open, a white tee. You might as well have them top two
Khakis.
buttons.
Well, yeah, I used to wear.
But he was like, I'm here to tell jokes, man. Was it hard to get booked like that though, Benny?
Yeah, well, you know, Jamie Masada from the Laugh Factory, the owner, kicked me out one time.
damn.
You know,
For what?
Because what?
because I used the cuss word, but he found out. So
was
the way it used to work, yeah, it was Tuesday open mic, and the way it used to work, you know, we're talking 23 years ago. You get there, and you know, first 20 people in line get to sign up.
Yep.
But what people would do is they would start a list in case you have to go to the bathroom. Like, hey, that guy was here already, you know, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, that was the norm, right? And I had already been doing open mic for like almost like, I'm gonna say 8 months, 9 months, whatever. So one time I got there like around 2 p.m., you know, was up there by around 5 o'clock. I got hungry and I had to use the bathroom. So I went to the McDonald's, came back, and somebody's, there's different people in line. So, hey man, these guys came and ripped up the list, and so they started a new one. So I was like, oh hell no! I'm like, who did it? And then he pointed at the guy, and the guy happened to be sitting. I was 14th in the list. He happened to be standing in my spot. So I went and stood right in front of him. He said, hey man, what are you doing? I go, this is my spot, bro. I go, I was here earlier. I had my name on the list, and I was just told that you ripped up the list. He's a little Indian dude with two white guys, two big white guys about my size or taller, right? And I'm 6'1".
Yeah, bouncers.
No. He just had like comics, open micros that were with him, but they were like big dudes. And they were like, well, nah, man, what you gonna do about it? I'm like, well, I'm gonna take my spot back. And they're like, we're gonna kick your ass. I'm like, I'd like for you to try that shit, right? And they're like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? One-on-one. They're like, no, I'll fuck you up. I was like that. I'll be back. I went to the car, got my baseball bat. I came back. I swung it a few times. They took off running. Jamie found out about it and threatened to never have me back at the club if he hears anything like that about me again.
That's how you handle that situation.
But trip this though, Benny's the first person that booked me for the Laugh Factory.
Wow.
So that was a long time ago because this motherfucker is one of his main bookers.
Dude, when you
And
look at a
this.
picture of
I
someone.
remember when you was looking like, what was that other Latino dude's name that used to be around there that had the tattoos too like that?
No, G, no, or
The little younger guy. He used to be doing your shows too. I can't think of his name. But y'all had that same kind of skinhead look. I remember when I met you, you had that look.
yeah.
Now, it just hit me like, oh, I remember now. But Benny turned out to be like one of Jamie's motherfuckers. You know?
Yeah.
Well, in a
Latino
sense that I packed out his show, but other than that, I get no love. Like, they're back and running, and since the pandemic, up until the pandemic, for 8 years, I was doing Long Beach.
Yeah, I know. I did
And
it a couple times.
They cut me off
They cut you
completely,
off?
completely, man. And
Oh, wow.
management hit me up, a bunch of comics hit me up. Like, what the hell? My Sunday night sometimes was hotter than their Friday, Saturday
Yeah,
nights.
I used to love
Damn.
doing
Yeah.
Sunday. And
His
I
show was
sought
lit.
out to
That's
do
true.
Latino
I was bringing
nights.
over 200 something people on a Sunday, man,
And
and
that's hard to
everybody
do.
paid, not free. Now the person is doing it now. It's papered, man. They comp it, and then the club helps them promote. I didn't get no help from the club.
Wow.
Yo, no
You
help.
know?
We had
None,
to tell
yeah.
people to come. But see,
Yeah.
that's what I loved about the Long Beach Laugh Factory versus Hollywood Laugh Factory. It's a bigger crowd. It's more intimate. It's more fun. Hollywood, of course, is Hollywood. You want to do Hollywood just because it's
Yeah.
Hollywood. But when you really think about it, you really don't need Hollywood. It's the regular people that make you.
Yeah, you don't need Hollywood anymore because there's not that much industry that goes in there that they used to.
Right.
Like when I started doing comedy, almost every weekend night there was an industry person there, checking out talent. Now they're not there no more.
No, there are
You know.
places like
Yeah, they just
here.
they just YouTube stuff.
Right.
You know.
They here.
Yeah.
So look, we're gonna get right into the topic.
Right in.
Now,
20 minutes later.
Yeah, no.
yeah, I do shit like that. That's why it's DK's
Foreplay is over. Let's do this.
Right. I ain't got these macaroni and cheese arms for nothing. This them cake batter arms, nigga. Cake batter. All right, y'all. Now we talking. See, I wish I could just, when I get stopped by the cop, just hit them in the arm swing like, nigga, stop. You want to stop people? Since you want to stop people, but it don't work that way. I'll be arrested. So, have you ever been stopped by the police?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Why?
Well, when I first moved to LA, this was like 10 years ago. I was in LA literally 2 weeks, and I got stopped by a cop. A black cop stops me on Santa Monica Boulevard, comes up to the window, and he says, "Where are you heading to?" Doesn't say license, registration, or do you know why I pulled you over. He literally just says,
Where you going?
"Where are you heading to?" And I said, honestly, officer, I'm headed to an Al Qaeda meeting, and I said that. No, I really did. I said that. And he literally, you know the windowsill on top where the mirror meets the car?
Yeah.
He literally put his elbow there and he just went like this and he started loud. He said, "Get the fuck out of here." And he let me go. And because I saw that was my opportunity.
Yeah.
If I could just get a chuckle out of him, make him laugh a little bit, maybe he'll let me, go. Because I wasn't speeding or doing nothing stupid. I honestly don't know why he pulled me over. I really don't know.
Profiling.
But I saw that it's probably what it was. I saw that there was a chance there to make him laugh, and I guess I got him. And he let me go.
Now, what would have happened had you said that?
I'm not light enough to say that.
You
You
think
wouldn't
they
have
would have
believed
snatched you out the car?
I would have had to say I'm a Jamaican student with 5 jobs and on a green card with a visa
nigga said with that southern accent. I'm a Jamaican stew nigga
that's
on the
it.
beach.
If I would have said that, he would have said like, what? They're having taco night, you know?
Oh, oh.
Well, I happen to have these flashcards, y'all. These are made by one of Zoe Watt's co-hosts on the morning show on Mondays. His name is Kevin, what's his last name, Sarah Bergeron? Behringer, something like that. But he has a company called Real Nagas. I call it Real Nagas, but it's Real Nagas. But he made flashcards that you're supposed to carry in your car in the event that you were stopped by the police.
Wow.
Now, how effective these flashcards are?
So I have a question. So you get pulled over, and depending on what the cop says, you pull out a card and just.
And you got to thumb through the cards like this.
And
go,
that's not gonna piss the cop off even.
what is probable cause, officer? What is the probable cause, officer? So you got a card in your hand, and this you a nigga.
Those are for people that haven't been pulled over that much. If you've been pulled over as much as I have, you kind of already know what to do and what to say.
Okay, I'm a cop. I pull you over late night. You coming from the Laugh Factory. You look like you just happy to be happy. And I stopped. You had a great set. Where the fuck you headed?
Okay?
And you pull out your card.
Oh. See you, man. He responded in Spanish.
And you know they don't know it back. They like, hold on.
Now you just pissing the cop off more. Oh my God.
Okay. That's a good one. I didn't expect that one. But they say, what is probable cause? This is literally one of his flashcards. Now it says, probable cause is the doctrine token from the Fourth Amendment, officer. Constitution that allows a police officer to arrest a person upon the belief that they have committed a crime. So, in other words, probable cause is stopping you just because you're a person of color. Because the cop is not going to listen to all of that.
Yeah,
That means their belief
but
that
if they feel that you know the law, they won't mess with you as much, I think.
If they think you know the law.
Yeah, if you're just some idiot, that like, oh, you smell like weed and there's no weed around you, this and that, and they know you're like, no, wait a minute, no, man, I know my rights and this and that, they're gonna know like, okay, this guy might sue or whatnot, because especially nowadays.
What are the three most important rights at a police stop? This is one of his cards. The 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution.
The 4th, 5th, and 6th ass whoopings you're gonna get if you read
Pretty much.
that bullshit. Do not read anything that this woman says on these goddamn flashcards. Are you listening, all of you?
You don't have to memorize.
Who made these goddamn cards, man?
A real nigga. It's Real Nagas. That's the name of the company. You think of play and it say Real Nagas.
This is real.
That's real.
And he even has
has
a
a
picture
book to
of the.
help people.
There's a little
Sarah, turn
picture
on
of
your
the
mic.
Constitution here.
What is Kevin's company's goal? Real niggas.
To get us all in jail with him is what
Right.
the goal is of this bullshit.
What if somebody buys these cards for relatives and that relative can't read?
Oh, he gives these out for free.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're supposed to do it with your children.
Yeah, you're supposed to go over these with your kids. Little Billy, come here. Little Malik, come here now. We about to go over these flashcards. Can the police legally lie to you?
Yes.
Can the police legally lie to mommy's little boy?
Yes or no, they do it anyway.
They're allowed
Yes.
to lie. They are allowed to lie to you.
And the back of the card says, yes, the police can and most often do legally lie.
Yeah.
He ain't lying about that. Okay, let's see what it say about weapons. When is a police officer allowed to pat you down for weapons? You a black man, Latino man. I'm a black woman. They pat my ass down. I ain't never been
They
arrested.
got
in my
probable
life.
cause.
I'm here too.
Oh yeah, they
just
gonna
gonna-
pat you. But see, they not gonna make right away of you. You can act like a doctor.
They'll just step away and call
It's
the bomb
no,
squad.
you know what? She has a point, man. Because this
I'm
this
a
is something
stereotyping motherfucker.
happens that like kind of pisses me off in the reverse way. Actually, is like we've done shows in the hood, or whatever,
Yeah, of
right?
course,
You do the show in the hood,
always.
and there's always a big bouncer at the door, patting everyone down. The guy's got on a bulletproof vest. He's noticeably carrying a gun, patting everyone down, right? And then I get up to the door, and he's like, "Oh, you good, man? Go ahead, go in." And he doesn't. And I'm like, I'm the one that could have the, you know, you're just,
Main motherfucker.
you're not gonna pat me down, but you're gonna pet the, just.
Right, because you the main motherfucker. I'll be like,
Because
Bart, bring
no,
your ass back.
you know what it pisses me off about is
Come here, Hawkbeat. We need to
Bruh,
pat
men-
his ass down.
men are ego driven. So when a bouncer says you do not come off as a threat, like your dick just get, you know what I mean? Like it's a fucked up fit. Like I don't like.
So you just be walking up in there, man, like I'm a killer.
No, but like just
Yeah, right?
man, he's pretty much saying you look like a bitch.
Okay, so real niggas say, real niggas say,
Oh my God.
what, Kevin, I'm sorry, I'm going to say real niggas, because niggas using my real nigga, because when me and Sarah house burnt down, that nigga gave us $500 each, like, nigga, go get a life, buy you some drawers, use a real nigga. But your cards is real nigga shit, nigga. What should you never drive or leave the house without? You should never
Driver's license.
drive
Or
or
ID.
leave the house without dashboard camera or car or body camera. You a real nigga. That nigga said don't leave the house without a dash camera or body camera. I didn't expect that on the back of that car.
Yeah, that's new shit.
That's a real nigga answer right there. He didn't say your license. Everybody said license.
I would think license.
Yeah, I'm thinking license, insurance. I'm thinking all the important shit because I'm one of them niggas that drove around all the time with bad tags when I was younger and had be like, Lord, please let me make it to work. Please let me make it to work. Every day praying. If you look at my journal, the whole year, 94 and 95, say, please let me make it to work every day because my tags was expired. I had to drop my son off at school. My son sitting right there. He been in the police. Now let me tell you something. Now he's been in the car with me when I got stopped by the police. I was so mad, I was crying mad. I had went to pick him up because of some bad shit he did, no doubt. He my new angel now, but so he had did some old crazy shit, right? So I get him from school and I'm talking shit. I'm living in Culver City, right off of Culver Boulevard and Centinela.
Okay.
In the heart, he went to school at Marina, so I made an illegal turn into the gas station, but the motorcycle cop came over there, but he was humiliating me in front of my son. That's what the fuck pissed me off, talking to me like real degrading, like, get out the car, don't move, I'm like, you ain't got to yell, motherfucker, I can hear you, okay? My son right here, and he's like, Mommy, that's all right. And I'm like, no, they just yelling at me, and I ain't gonna stop, like, God. I couldn't believe it. Like, I just felt so humiliated. I've never even been to jail, but I was so mad. I see how people be like fucking fat motorcycle cops up because he was fat, and I know you just say. But that was just a humiliating thing. So, what happened to you when you got stopped?
Which time?
Yeah, just it. Which time?
And how was your hair?
Yo, you want to hear my crazy story?
Of course.
Here's a crazy story. I was just
Of
still
course I
living in
do.
Philly, and I work downtown, so I live real close. I just caught the bus, like to work. Standing there waiting for the bus. Cop walks up to me. He's like, "You move, I'll blow your fucking head off." And then
Wow.
so then he stands there. He don't touch me or nothing. And then some person comes out the store and shakes their head, and he's like, "Oh, my bad," and walks away.
What the hell?
Wow.
I'm just there because I guess that store had just got robbed or something.
Oh my
And so it's
God.
automatically, I'm just,
More
it's
black
I just
men.
robbed the store right there, but I'm gonna stand here and wait for the bus.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, okay,
More black men and Latino men of color, brown men are arrested for mistaken identity more than any other race. Every brother I know has been stopped or arrested due to mistaken identity. And we don't all
Or
look
you know
alike.
which one they use a lot? They use we want to make sure your car is not stolen. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
or your tail lights out.
right,
That's
right.
their favorite.
Like a car was just reported one time. Me and my cousin had this ugly ass bright green car with a white top. It was like his dad's old car, or whatever. And the cops like, oh, a car was just reported stolen like this. I'm like, really? This is the only car like this in the city. Like,
Yeah, right.
what are you talking about? It's like, man, that shit is crazy.
They always got an excuse.
Yeah.
What was your story with the cops?
I got pulled over many times, like in messed up situations. But I tell you, one of the first ones, I was in high school. I played football. So we during the summertime, there's this thing called passing league. So different schools play their skilled positions, just like
Like
sharp-
7-on-7.
Yeah, 7-on-7, right? So I was a tight end, so I got to play. So I drove, but my first car was a 1984 Buick Regal. So gangster mobile, right?
Oh,
But
yeah, Regals is fresh.
So again, I'm bald. And some of the guys on the team are bald too, right? So we're going to a passing league, and we're going. I went to Hamilton High. We're going to Hollywood High to play Hollywood High, right? So we're going down La Cienega, and right by the Beverly Center, I got pulled over, and first cop pulls me over. Comes up, you want to pull you over? I was like, no. He's like, you was speeding. I'm like, when? And we was like at red light, corner to corner, And he's like, well, like a couple of miles down. I'm like, you followed me for a couple of miles and didn't pull me over, And as soon as he put, like we start talking, like 3 more cop cars come and it gets everybody out. We're all wearing our football jerseys, right? And like, where you guys headed? Everybody put your hands on the car, whatever. Where you guys headed? We're like, we're playing football. It's passing league, whatever. Like, we know what passing league is. I'm like, well, look, this is us. Then our coach drives by in the car in a van with the other kids, and he's like, yeah, you're all right. I'm like, I'm cool, coach. We didn't do nothing wrong. And then like, who's that? I'm like, that's our coach, And my coach was black, So our coach was like, I'll pull over. Like, nah, keep going, because we were running late. We're already running late. So he goes,
keep going.
and because I already knew I didn't do nothing wrong. I was driving in my car, and then the guys on the team, I had 4 other guys with me. We didn't do nothing wrong. So I was, and like I said, I had been pulled over before, so I was used to it. But I was like, look, we ain't do nothing wrong, this and that. So check my ID, check the registration. Back then, we didn't need insurance. So, did everything. So I was like,
He said we
well,
didn't need insurance.
what you got in the car? And I'm in the trunk. I'm like, nothing. He's like, can you open it up? I'm like, yeah, I'll open it up. Even though I could have said no. I opened up. There's nothing in there but a couple of cliques. He goes, if you guys are going to passing league, where's your pads and helmets? I go, do you know what passing league is? I go, I know exactly what passing league is. I go, then why are you asking me where my helmets and my pads are? It's like touch football, man. It's just the skilled positions. There's no hitting. It's just, and then he went, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. And then so some like, the cops, they talked it over. They're like, all right, look, man, we're gonna give you just a warning. Just slow down. And I'm like, you mean slower than I was going? Because literally, I've always been a smart ass, and
At that point, what else can you do?
Yeah, so they're like, so let us go. So we wind up showing up like freaking like half hour late, more late than the rest of the team and stuff, But I mean, it's like they're just looking for something, try to bust you on.
Wow.
Where all of us got our jerseys on, and they were like, what gang are you guys from? Like, no, do football, man.
Yeah, we play football.
Yeah.
But they automatically assume the worst about people of color. And y'all, if you're just tuning in, you're tuning into DK's Way. I'm your host, Donnie Keith. If you have any thoughts or questions, email me at dkswayinfo@gmail.com. If you want to perform on the show, we do have live musical guests, and one of the live musical guests we have today has just released a song. My homegirl, Dale Harrison, is going to be joining us in a minute. Comedian Dale Harrison, but she's coming on as a musical guest and a comedian tonight. Y'all, we're going to take a quick break. I need to give you a word from my sponsor, pay the bills around here, and we'll be right back with some more on DK's.
Yeah.
customers.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to DK's Way. I'm your host, Miss Donnie Keith. And I got my comedian friends in the building with me. Next to me, I got the very handsome and very funny Mr. Sherwin Array. Next to him joining us is the very funny, talented singer and comedian, Miss Dale Harrison in the building. And of course, I got Benny Mina sitting right next to her, my true blue homie from LA. That's right, because we are true LA comedians. When I say true blue, I mean the blood in our veins. Niggas, not the gangs, okay? You gotta specify. Niggas be all, yeah, that bitch said they was true blue. Nigga, I'm gonna be waiting outside that bitch studio. She thinks she funny and shit, fat bitch. Niggas be going there. And of course, I got on the wheels of steel over here, Miss Sarah without the H. Y'all, I gotta give Sarah a congratulations. She has just acquired the biggest gig. I'm telling you, when I tell you God is good, God is great, God is all those things. This woman came to LA with 2 pennies to piss with. Drove her ass all the way from Houston, Texas to Los Angeles, California to go stay with her people who, when she got there, said she couldn't stay there. So she had to sleep in the car. He like, you could take a shower, though. Nigga, I just drove 4 days and don't take a shower. So then, after that, she started staying with somebody else that one of her cousin them referred her to. They live out here. They moved here from Chicago. You know how niggas do shit. That bitch tried to fight her. Bitch, you happy with yourself? I hate my life. Fuck your life. I'm gonna beat your ass and get out my house. So that's how she met me. Sarah met me. Long story short, Donnie Keith rescued the hoe. Okay? Sleep here, bitch. I'ma work with you, okay? You come with a lot of headaches, but I'ma work with you. I'ma fuck with you. Because God put it in my heart to. But she had goals. This bitch got that job. I mean, lost the email, couldn't find the email. It's a whole story. She got the job because God said you can have that.
Yes.
Okay?
Amen.
And I want to say congratulations to my wigger nigga over there, okay? Because she about to be fucking with the British people talking like that. I just want crumpets and crab cakes, bitch, okay? That's all the parties. That's all. A nigga cannot be a +1. All right, y'all. Now back into the show. We talking about shit that happens when you get stopped by the police and these fucking cards that Kevin made by Real Noggers. Kevin, it's a great idea, but I don't know if police gonna wait for you to file through all these cards and go, hold on, officer. Let me find the right card that pertains to your ass. How dare you stop me? What, should I never drive or leave the house with? My life. That's what that shit should say, your life, okay? Because we watching you. I'm going to tell y'all a real story. Now, police have done some really crazy shit out here being from LA. I know you from back east. It's a whole different ball game. Cops, once they put on their uniform, they become something else. They like, okay, I'm an avatar now. This is me. My new avatar is fuck your life, okay? I've got a blue uniform on. Now, you from the D.C. tri-state area. Originally. Original from New Orleans. Yeah, see, and they don't play down south now. Tell us about the police down south.
Such a love-hate, relationship with the police because I'm from a family that's on the force. You know what I'm saying? My first cousin is on the force now, who is detective. But my father's first cousin was chief of police in New Orleans and D.C. And now my homegirl's wife is chief of police of D.C. So, I can't stand the police when I'm getting a ticket, but I love them any other time. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you a nigga that'll call the police. See, I know
Yes.
this nigga.
Like
She would
they-
call the police
Yes.
on your ass. She turns into a white woman. Tell him about that shit. This nigga
Right.
will call the police on your ass.
Yes.
Don't fuck with them. She'll be like, "Are you making noise at midnight, bitch?"
Are you calling the police on me making noise? I'll call the police on you calling the
That
police
is
on
Black
me
Karen,
making
don't
noise.
play.
Oh my God.
She is Black Carissa, okay? Fuck Black Karen. That's Black Carissa. That bitch do not play. I know when Dell moved out here, she had a problem with the California critter.
Oh,
The
God.
bed bug.
I don't even like to say it.
Yes, the California welcome Turks.
The California
To
Welcome
Koreatown.
Committee. The Welcome Committee.
Yeah.
They got me.
Yeah, they like, we got little things, and we like, hey, bitch, what's up?
Well, see, that's the thing is, when I got here, you know, we had moved into a place, and they knowingly moved us into a place with the Welcome Committee. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's where I turned into the police right there. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
let me
Like,
call the
when
phone
you got my
911.
money, oh yeah, because you sold me an apartment. First of all, they gave me the apartment, okay? Then they made us sign the lease, and they was like, "Oh, this is good. You move in with just this amount of money." Then we signed the lease, and they was like, "Oh, you owe us this additional like 1,700, or you got to get out in 3 days." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So then, you know, of course, Karen got to cranking up like, like
Karen got
to.
Yeah, she would call the police on their ass. She did not play with
call
them.
The police. I will call the Chamber of Commerce,
The Better Business
the
Bureau.
Bureau, the Department for
Housing.
Sanitation, okay, with NAACP. I will
She was
call
not
all.
playing. She
And
did
I'm
all
talking
that.
about I had somebody coming over there, and then of course now they threatened me with the money. And then we started seeing the
Yep.
Welcome Committee, okay, in the house, okay,
Oh,
and then they
yeah.
tried to say we brought them in. Then of course I turned into the investigation department. You know what I'm saying? I knocked on all these old people door, and you know these old people, these old Asian Spanish, you know they're like, we have not just a bed bug, we have also mice everywhere, roach everywhere. Then I go down the hall.
Let me tell you, Dale had a committee in that motherfucker. She's like, Donnie, they're not getting away with this. Dale was like, we're having a tenants meeting. This nigga had every tenant in the building. We ready to fight! I was like, you gone, white
Let
woman.
me tell you something.
White
I
black
had so many
woman.
people calling these people. These people called back and offered me the job as property manager. You know what
That
I'm saying?
is
Yes.
hilarious.
Look at like y'all just was not answering the calls, threatening to kick me out. Didn't want to do anything about the critters, and now y'all offering me a job talking about we will reduce.
We
the
like
rent.
you a fighter. I could just hear the Korean owner. We like your spirit.
You know what? I wish it was Korean. I wish I could have been like, these are racist Korean. No, it's a straight black man down there talking about. I see you cool, sister. Oh, you do? 'Cause I'm about to get real cold. You know what I'm saying? In a minute. So, wind up giving them a few days to get
that
my money
shit
back.
together, yeah.
So we can get up on out of there. And then I walked by the building like a few months later, and they had a for sale sign because I had called every agency in the world and got that joint shut down. Let me tell you something. And guess what?
Wow.
It was an agency full of lawyers that owned it. But you know what? I kept being like, y'all got lawyers and I got the lawyer. Now who y'all think gonna win?
Every time we already know who the winner is.
There you go.
The lawyer shut that down. The lawyer sent me a consultation. He didn't even send me a lawyer. He sent me a consultation with this African lawyer. He's like, okay, let me tell you what to do. Okay. I will give you 30 minutes of my free time. Let me tell you what to do. You're going to take this, you do step 1, 2, 3, okay. Once you get to 10, the building should be yours.
Only on DK's right. That is awesome, y'all.
Wow.
Dale is crazy. But you know what? The police, they something else else out here. It's like if you're black or brown, I can't even say Asian because I know I lived in Koreatown and they had their own police. I've never seen that before. See, like, you know, in the hood we have Latino police. They put Latino police in black neighborhoods to stop their own people. They stopping their own people, black people, brown people, and people they can't identify this brown. You know, because they go, he got to be in the unidentifiable because you're not going to know if he light skinned, black skinned. They don't know what to make of him. And then there's people like me at night, when I zoom by, they like, what was that bitch? Let's go get her. It don't matter. Let's go get her. She look like somebody we need to get, you know. But when you black and brown and driving in Los Angeles, it's a very sticky situation. And y'all don't use these cards, Kevin. I love you, but these cards will get us fucked up. Like Sherwin said, these cards are a reason to fuck us up. I'm gonna beat your ass because you pulled out these cards. It made me sit there while you filing through them, going, hold on, I got something.
Those can be a good
Not
drink.
the one. Wait a minute.
Those cards are only good for a drinking game.
Right.
No.
Right.
Look like
What is the meaning of this? If you get it wrong, you gotta take a shot.
And this fool wants you to go over this with your little one. You have a little one, Benny. You're a
I got
father.
2 little ones.
Yeah. And he wants you to
I
say,
like it. Let me see what them look. It looks like
It's a setup.
It looks
Don't
like
know.
police tarot cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what they gonna be messing with you with today on the weekend. Okay, you're gonna need a body cam.
right.
I already trained my kids. My kids both say que.
Yeah, that's the best answer,
Okay.
kid. Because they don't know. And then maybe I should just start speaking the language they kind of identify. Just make up some shit. Like, can they put that and the officer will be like, is this bitch playing with me? I'm going to try that shit one night leaving the comedy club. Fuck
What?
it. Just speaking a weird language. They going to stop me and I'm going to go,
You're gonna get arrested for DUI.
That's what's gonna
Son.
be. Get out,
Make it
walk this
call.
line.
This bitch is slurring. Get him
I'll be
arrested.
like,
Yeah.
they gonna think I'm serious because I'm gonna be like,
And they gonna be confused.
and then you do
like,
the head nod after.
then they gonna be confused. Like, she could walk a straight line. She could parallel park. Like, they gonna put her all the games. She could hop down too.
Then I'm gonna pick up the phone and go, like I'm filming them. Since you don't know what I am, I'm gonna speak a language that nobody knows. I'm gonna see how far that shit get me, son. You might get a call, okay? I'm just letting you know. My son gonna be like, I am in training in fucking Afghanistan, mom. Oh, your son's in Afghanistan, huh? Well, what language is that, lady? That's the next thing. But you know, we gotta be careful though. For real, go over something similar to these, but not quite. But some of these answers, like, what do you leave the house without? We know the answer to that one. That was the best answer on these cards. A dash camera and a
Nowadays,
camcorder.
yeah.
You need that in your car, for real. Because police stop us more than any other race. And the way shit's going right now, you know, it's not a lot of cops on the street. Have you noticed that? And they got all this prison reform and cop reform. Like, they want us to defund police. I'm not with that shit. I don't think we should defund no police. We need the police. Because there's a lot of niggas commit real crimes out here outside of smash and grabs. We need regular police. The problem is we need to culture our police. I think we need to spend time. I think every white cop should spend a day with a black family, an Iranian family, a Mexican family. You need to spend.
It's just white cops. It's
Yeah,
black
all
cops,
black ones,
Latin
everybody.
cops. Look,
Yeah.
as when I was a teenager, no matter what the race of the cop was, I'd get the same attitude, right? I was always like the suspect. But as an adult, when I got pulled over by a Latino cop, they were more assholes to me than white cops or black cops.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my own people are they're worse to us. You know, for some reason, you know, they get this power trip, right? Like, so I got pulled over at one time, and this fool gave me my second DUI when I barely blew the limit, and when he pulled me over,
Barely blew the limit.
no, I'm saying? I was sober. I was sober. No, I was sober. No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
He was only 1 point.
I was like, I was sober. He put me on speeding. I was speeding, right? I'm wearing a button-down shirt, black slacks. I'm wearing dress shoes and stuff like that. Came up and he's like, "What's the problem with speeding, whatever?" So, you know, I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I'm just in a rush to get home," but you know, whatever. But I wasn't drunk like that or anything like that. I only had like 2 beers, and the dudes starts giving me an attitude. Goes, "So what gang you from?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" And there was the day before my 28th birthday. I go, "What did you just say to me?" He goes, and the guy looked like he was like 23, 24.
Yeah.
"So what gang you from?" I go, "Bro, do I look like I'm in a gang, man? Look at the way I'm dressed. And not a lot of you losers are in gangs." And I'm like, "Who the fuck you talking to?"
Oh, not
And that's made me snap. So I'm like, "Who the fuck you talking to, man? Fuck you." I go, "Man, you're gonna respect me, man. And I'm not some fucking punk, you know." And then he goes, "You know what? Get out the car." So as soon as I got out the car, you know, I saw his name tag, said Officer Duarte. I go, "Hey, Duarte, let me talk to you." He goes, "Man, don't talk like you know me. My name is Duarte." As soon as he said that, I'm like, "You know what? Do what you gotta do, bro."
Right.
He's like, "What?" I go,
Just
"Just do what the
wanna
fuck
be
you gotta
like
do,
that,
man."
yeah.
I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, just you being
His
a
partner
dick.
was a young white cop. When I was getting processed, he goes, you know, the Mexican Duarte was doing the paperwork. The white guy took me down to get fucking processed, and he's all like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, bro, you don't deserve this, but that's my senior officer. I gotta do what he says." He goes, "You know, you're not even drunk or anything like that." I go, "No, I know, that's okay. I'll see him in court." You know, I got dropped down to a wet reckless. You know, but I'm still went on my record and shit. But the guy just pulled me over, you know, I mean, I was speeding, but just right off the bat, was being a dick with me. You know,
Wow.
when I get pulled over now by white cops and black cops, the best thing to do is be patient, answer the questions, don't give them an attitude. You know, sometimes you get to let go with a warning. Sometimes, yeah, they're gonna fuck with you, but don't try not to lose it. You know.
Yeah, that's good advice. This is my advice to you niggas out there. If you're a woman that looks like me driving, that means they can't make your age. They're figuring you're between 30 and 50 because you're black. We don't crack. So when you're driving, you still a target. They will shoot you, bitch, between them ages.
Wait.
They will shoot you if you're making sudden moves.
You think you look 30?
No. I said, they don't know what you're making you while you driving. Because you at night in the dark.
Wow.
All they see is, you know, they know that you a target, bitch. You between them ages, 30 and 50, you is a target. Yeah, he like, bitch, nah, wait. You think you look 30? I believe in me, okay? I'm a believer. My titties still have gravity, nigga. This is brawler's day. So, back to what I'm saying. Real advice. If you're a black woman looking like me, follow the rules of young bitches because they will shoot you. They don't give a fuck if you somebody's mama, grandmama, or not. They will shoot you. Don't make sudden moves. Keep your hands on the steering wheel when they stop you. I don't give a fuck. You want my license, driver's registration, sir? I need you to get my purse over here because I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my hands on the steering wheel because it just shows that they don't care about shooting women these days. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Also,
Or
I feel like, you know, on a serious note, I'm not with defunding the police.
me either.
But I am with reappropriating the funds because they are trying to increase the funds to get more weapons. But you're even using like fake bullets, which hurt too at riots. So rather than using that to get more weapons, let's use that for the community service. So anyway, I had written into our mayor, our governor, asking them to do that. And you know what? In 2 weeks after that, I did see at the forum, they asking them to have a community meetup where the cops met the community and they were able to talk and ask questions and get to know. And I also see that they did it like 2 weeks later on the news because maybe I wasn't the only one writing it. Maybe it was just such a need for it. You know, I also feel like, you know, rather than like amping up, you know, for the police also too, I want to see more of us on the force because we need to work from the inside. You know, if we had 1 million Black, Latino, Armenian, you know, Asian boys in the community that had, that were from healthy families, like right now.
Sherwood's face.
What did I meant.
Well, you just said all the races, but pointed to him when you said Armenian, Latino.
Oh yeah, well
Everything.
Listen.
I get what you mean. It's okay.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
okay.
What are you?
It's complicated.
He's Iranian. He a sad nigga. He one of us. He one of us. He's
No,
sad.
but that's what I meant. I meant
He's a
us
beautiful
on the force.
brown man.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we're lacking. We have people on the force that are having these insecure upbringings. You know what I'm saying? People that aren't familiar with other communities. So that's where you get.
Yeah,
Oh,
but at the
shit.
same time,
It's on.
I was doing security for a while, and I worked with a lot of guys who actually were ex-cops and then left the force because they were Latin or they were black, and they were dealing with a lot of racism from the police from white cops.
I know,
so,
because
yeah,
there
so-
aren't that many on there.
Exactly, yeah. So,
So
yeah,
if you did them like the army, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it used to be with everything that we first enter in. You know?
I think our police officers need to get take a page from like other countries. You
Yeah.
know, the way certain officers get
He
trained.
said no.
Yes.
Why?
Why? Why do you think no?
In your
Other
country,
countries
Other,
police
you know what they do in my okay, let's talk about
Not your country, maybe.
Okay.
But there's other
police-
countries.
Yeah, your
No,
country.
no,
the
no,
police
no.
might be-
My
No,
country-
not
Woo!
your country, but there's other countries where the cops, you know, the first thing is not to just to assume, you know, you're the suspect and try to beat you down and hold you down and stuff like that, you know.
I would like to know where this country is so I can go and live there. What country are you
You're
referring to?
talking about, and believe they're white countries like Switzerland, Norwegian.
Oh, really?
countries.
I
Yeah,
would think
man.
they'd be stricter in them countries.
No, man. The police, some countries are like England.
even have
Cops
a
don't even
gun.
have guns.
Yeah,
They don't even have guns, bro.
that's in London.
I'm
Yeah.
Or they give them a
shocked.
strong warning.
I am.
No, I mean,
shocked.
no. If you're really bad,
I'm
don't get me wrong.
telling you,
They got
You don't
task
stop
force.
committing crimes.
No. They got
England,
task
I
force.
get it.
Like,
England,
if
they're
you're
too
like-
proper.
No, if you're like a murder suspect, they
Look at
got
you
like a
really
SWAT team to
hard.
come get you and shit. But for regular cops to pull you over, they don't have, you know. Don't get me wrong. They'll beat your ass, you know, if you're bad. But they're not gonna shoot you and shit like that. You're gonna lose your life, you know.
Fuck that. Look at me. Be your ass still if you get pulled over, because I want to see you at Christmas time. I want to see you at the next holiday, okay? At the next pagan
You know,
holiday,
it really comes down to which cop you get. Some cops just
No,
they
there's-
leave the house with this intention of
Yeah, they
I'm
uniform
gonna
give 'em
I'm gonna
adrenaline.
mess something up, and then other cops just want to get that check and come home and not have to go through the book. It really there are good cops. There are a lot of bad cops.
There are so
It really
many good
comes down
cops.
to the one you get. You
But-
can do everything right, but if that cop wants to prove that you are an asshole or needs to make their quota to give out a certain number of tickets or whatever it is, you really do not.
Oh. Oh my
yeah.
God! Let me tell you about this white cop that pulled me over though.
You sure it wasn't Armenian?
I'm
Okay,
talking
go
about.
ahead.
He was definitely not Armenian.
I'm teasing.
Okay.
I'm teasing. Go ahead.
So look, I'm driving to one of my gigs, and this white man pulled me over, and I was like, I'm a comedian, you know, and he was like a real friendly white guy, and I was like, I'm a comedian. I'm heading to my gig. I, had the music on. He was like, really? Oh my God, are you on Raw Dog? Are you on this station? I was like, no. So then, he was looking me up, and girl, we was having such a good conversation. He was like, all right, well, I'll be right back. And do you know he still came back with that
What a dick!
Funny, though.
What
Oh my
a
God, I'm
dick.
come see you.
Ah.
So funny, girl. Well, I'll write you this ticket.
That's funny. She funny, but not that funny. man.
Okay,
That-
y'all,
That's
I'm-
messed up, man.
I'm gonna get ready to close out the show. Okay, we got a comedian that's a rapper doing comedy now. A lot of comedians been having a tip with him. I saw him on your Instagram recently. I don't give a fuck. The nigga's put in his stage time because rapping and that industry is a lot of work to get into too. And when you're on stage with a live crowd, a lot of musicians think they funny anyway. So it's not a surprise that T.I. is doing comedy.
are
Have you ran
funny.
into him in the studios or the streets, the clubs? I know you did run
Yeah.
into him. Did you see him on stage?
Yeah,
How
and
you
he
do?
How
killed
was
it.
he?
He killed it.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Not just
awesome.
because he's T.I., but
No.
did Because he
That's
is a
good,
rapper, and they're
man.
gonna
Good.
laugh at everything he says
No,
because he's
no.
famous already.
That's-
He probably has
He
writers
had
though.
Was
something-
he funny?
Well, you should have writers when you're a rich rapper trying to transition
Yeah, you
over
need
to
to pay
community.
motherfuckers to
But,
write.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm saying-
not
I
writing
think when
for
you're
you.
first starting out,
Coaching.
writers are
Coach
not.
has a coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
That's okay
Yeah.
to have a
Yeah.
coach or a
Yeah.
mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Have you run
Well,
into him?
one of the housewives tried it. What's her name?
Nene
from Atlanta?
Leakes.
Yeah.
that was
Nene
horrible.
Leakes.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
But what pissed me off, I didn't mind that she was trying to be a comedian. What pissed me off is like after her first show, she goes, "Oh, it's so easy, anybody can do it." I'm like,
Yeah,
you know
no,
what? I'm
no,
like,
no,
fuck
no.
her.
But she had probably had beginners like on the first show, you know, because we be having
But
beginners
because
like
it was all her
sometimes.
friends that showed up and stuff. And then obviously
When all
for
your
the
friends
show.
show up and you rich, it's
Yeah.
easy to be funny. When my first show, I invited all my friends to the comedy competition at Mixed Nuts. Didn't nobody know me from the can of paint. Everybody was laughing. Why? Because they were all my friends. Next night went back. Nobody laughed at the bitch because they
See
didn't know me. And a bunch of Mexican Raiders fans was ready to whoop my ass outside. Like, bitch, that football shit you said wasn't funny. We gonna see you on the outside. I was scared to leave that night. Like, oh shit, I done pissed these Mexican Raider fans up. These bitches about to whoop my ass. The bitch eyebrows drawn like that too. Oh,
You know what sucks about that? Like when we start doing comedy, a lot of friends will come support. Now the funnier we are, you know, we've been doing it longer. Now it's hard as hell to get
That's
friends to
good,
come out.
man.
Right.
Because you didn't
Yeah.
invite
I'm
them
like,
like I don't
that
know
is
why.
so-
bitch, we came to all your first beginning shows. when
Right,
it wasn't
yeah,
funny.
You would think that the funnier you get, the more. No, it actually is.
Yeah,
not.
the opposite,
No, they
yeah.
The
Taekwondo
funnier you
got a,
get, the less that
taekwondo
phone
race
rings.
Yeah.
Because
tomorrow
that hate shit comes out real.
Wait,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
no,
But
no,
it's
I
not necessarily
rebuke that
hate, though.
statement.
Oh,
Hold on.
it's just,
It's not.
Ah.
Say it again, sister.
Yeah, well, I
You
rebuke
got
that statement. The funnier you get, the less the phone rings. What?
No, he
True.
talking about your friends coming to
It's
your show.
true. The
Your
le-
regular people.
Even
like,
pe-
but see, your auntie Gwen, she a big supporter. I can't think of a show that I did or Dale did when we was hanging out where her auntie wasn't there supporting. My son, he comes to my show. He even went and bought a shirt one night at the Comedy Union because Enz was like, he can't wear that white T-shirt. This nigga went to Walmart, but the ugliest shit he could find, but he came back to my
What's wrong with a white T-shirt?
Enz wouldn't let you in his comedy
Some
club
places back in the day, man, a white
without
T-shirt meant that you were a
white
gang
t-shirts
member.
that-
meant that your
oh,
shit might get
Yeah.
shot up
Okay.
Yeah.
on Pico back then.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because
That show- that
I
club
couldn't
used
go to
get
certain
shot
clubs
at
with a white
regularly.
T-shirt too.
Yeah, you.
All right, y'all, we got to close out this show. Y'all stay tuned for the Double D Den. Tonight it's going to be fire. I got my girl Dare Harrison performing her new song. I got my boy Benny Mina doing his stand-up set. I got my boy Sherwin Array doing his stand-up set. And when I say these are veterans and fire, it's going down. Y'all stay tuned. The link will be available for a few days, and then it's going to Patreon. I'm going to start putting my shows from the Double D Den on Patreon. So it's only going to be $2 a month. That means, nigga, that's not going to hurt you. $2, okay? You spend that on a blunt. You know, niggas be acting like they can't support your shit. You ain't gotta come to a show, but you can pay $2 to watch my people perform and shine, okay? And watch us do what we love. You like our comedy, you won't come out to a club, now you got $2 in your pocket you can spend to watch us talk shit here and perform. And plus her song is so fire, y'all just don't know. I can't wait to see it performed. Y'all, we gotta say love to Sarah again and congratulations on her big accolade. And chase your
Yeah.
dreams. Sarah has inspired me to say chase your dreams. Don't be scared to ask for what you want. This bitch didn't know us from a can of paint, and Zoe put her on our show with us. Do you know? One day we had a caller say he did voiceovers. This nigga Sarah said, "Oh my God, I do voiceovers. I can do any voice you want. What do you want?" And we looking at her like, "You climbing ass bitch." But look at her now. I'm Johnny Keith. This is DK's wife. Stay tuned. I'll be back. Oh, bitches.
1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, y'all, we going to start in about 5 minutes, all right? 5 minutes. Welcome to DK's Way, Michael. You got the sound all right? Huh? Keep going. Keep going. Keep talking. Keep walking. My back, my ache is talking. Am I good? Am I good? Am I good in the hood? That's how somebody think they can sing good. You think they about to groove, they be y'all. Then they be like, Sarah had me watching Carl Lewis singing the national anthem today. That shit wasn't cool. Y'all ever want to fuck your eardrums off, watch Carl Lewis sing the national anthem. He said, wait, I'm going to make it up to y'all right here. We was like, nah, nigga, that ain't making it up to us. You might be a fast runner, but you are no singer, sir. Casey and JoJo. Let's all take a moment of silence for Casey and JoJo's throats. No, they throats did. They throats died. They didn't die, they throats died. That nigga's vocal cords said, ah. Crack is a hell of a drug. Casey and JoJo are horrible. That is just sad. Mike got the ultraviolet. You trying to look under people's skirts tonight, Michael? What is going on with this? He got weed growing plant lights on the ground. He like, bitch, don't talk. I got ultraviolet lights up in here. All right, I'm just talking till you get it going. Just talking about this fucked up light you put in front of me. And it don't even cover half the floor. That's like stand right there. Now I'm in the LED light under the stage light. How's the camera action, Mike? Okay. So, y'all, we're going to get started with Dale Harrison's going to do our musical guest. Let me see if everybody's ready. What we waiting on? Oh, Dale. Okay. So we waiting on Dale to come out the bathroom. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Double D Den Live. I call it my Double D Den, even though my double D's are triple E's. We have welcomed you back to DK's Way Live. Right now, I'd like to bring up my musical guest. Y'all, we are honored to have her here to sing us 2 songs. This woman has turned from comedy to one of the dopest soulful R&B artists, and I like to call her my friend. Y'all give me a warm welcome for Miss Dale Harrison.
Keep it going for Daugne, y'all. 1 2 1 2. This is not on. Oh, I can't hear it. Oh, okay. Is there any way I can get a little more? Is there any way I can get a little more? A little more volume, so me can hear myself. On the side of the mic? Oh my God. I was about to be like, guys, let's try this another time. Because me can't do it unless me can't hear myself. You see? I tell y'all, you have to fight for what you want. You see? Because the people them don't know, them not perform. So them gonna tell you how to do it, but you got to do it yourself. You see? Because me led by the Holy Spirit. That's right. Me talking the truth here. Because I tell you, me have to go by what the Holy Spirit tell me to do. You see? So, what's looking like an onion? My booty? Stop playing. Don't cry. There goes your mother with those 2 little guys. So, because the show, I'm going to do 2 songs. And because the show was about the police and us talking about the police, and I wrote a song that was about, at the time of Ferguson, it was just happening. And I had went into the studio with a friend of mine, and we started, writing. Well, I started writing a song. I just got to say that because, you write a song with people in the studio, and then people come back and be like, that's our song. No, I wrote those words. You was just there to cheer me on. You know what I'm saying? So I took the words that I wrote and remixed it into a chant. Because I think about Ferguson and police harassment, but I'm also passionate about, black men not killing each other. We are, the Lord's children, and I want us to care for each other like that. So I wrote this to be a chant, and you're going to like it. It's called Emergency 911. And let me just find out where my phone's. I'm ready. Okay. You can turn it up. 1 2 1 2. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. Emergency, emergency, 911. Raping our daughters, killing our sons. Emergency, emergency, 911. Can you save me from you? 911. Raping our daughters, killing our sons. Emergency, emergency, 911. Can you save me from you? It's an emergency. It's an and they was getting ready to ride. I saw the boots and bloods, boots and bloods, and bloods, and bloods, hand in hand, side by side. Then I saw the boots and bloods, and bloods, and bloods, and bloods. And they was getting ready to ride. I saw the boots and bloods and bloods and bloods and bloods, hand in hand, side by side. It's an Can you save me from you? Thank you very much. Right? I wrote it like a chant because so it can stick with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we can save ourselves. We don't need to have a movement going on and a march going on. We can go to the Lord in prayer. We can, me and my auntie Gwen, I'm talking about we will see something on the phone or, we'll be on the phone and we'll see something and we'll be like, Father God, we come to you right now asking you to take vengeance on the spirit that did this to da-da-da. And I'm talking about we'll see 2 days later, the situation is completely changed. The Lord has taken vengeance. Like, we have the power. We serve a mighty God who can do whatever we ask. We aren't going to him when we are still in distress, and we can do that. So, it's really not up. The movement is already started. It's already happening. It's already in us. And, so that's my little, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, this song I have out right now, and I wrote it for the artist. Well, I really wrote it out of my own story. As an artist, we think this is it, and it's not. I'm talking about, it's been so many great it's been so many times where I thought this was it, and it was absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? We go through rejection. We go through this emotional roller coaster of, trying to figure this thing out, but, our persistence will prevail. So I wrote this song called Never Give Up, and I'm going to just sing you, I just brought the chords because I want you to hear the song, lyrics to the song. No, I'm going to turn it down my phone. Never do. No, never, never, never. so much. Y'all, can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all download that song, put it on your Spotify playlist, iTunes playlist, YouTube playlist? Thank you so much, and God bless you. And keep supporting Daugne, y'all.
Thank you, guys. Give it up for Miss Dale Harrison. Never, never give up. Don't give up, or I'll fuck you up. I love it, right? Give her a round of applause. That's a hard feat. We're going to keep this show rolling because I really have some great comedians for you. This first comedian I got coming up, he's my Double DD Den Lounge co-host. He's also the host of DBEV Comedy Splash. If you guys are comedians and you want to get booked in town, that's the nigga to do it. His shows are always packed, and he will pay you if you twist his arm, but you got to twist his arm. All right, the next comic coming to the stage, y'all give it up for Mr. D-Bev. He's going to hit you with something real quick, and I'm going to keep this going.
Thank you, Donnie. Appreciate you. Yeah, I just want to say, man, that I just found out that, like, white folks and black folks are all the same. We just do different shit, you know what I'm saying, differently. Like, white people, they bungee jump, right? You ain't never seen a nigga bungee jump. Deep sea diving. You know what I'm saying? See, a brother go to the ocean, he go to the edge of the ocean, see a motherfucking goldfish. That's a gold piranha, nigga. That's a gold piranha. I ain't going up in there and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You ever, like, go to the beach, man, like knee-high and shit, and you walk in, that seaweed touch your feet, and she be like, oh, shit, what the fuck was that? To me, nigga, Jaws just licked my toes. Give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But they just do different shit differently, right? Even our dogs are different. And white people, they name their dog out there like people. Like, come here, Christine, get in the house, Christine, come on. You know what I'm saying? What's a black dog name? King, Queenie, Fifi, you know what I'm saying? And when white people go on vacation, they take their dog in the kettle. Not a black dog. Lock that motherfucker to a tree outside the backyard. Food for a week, some water, and good luck, motherfucker. They do, man. Just do crazy shit, man. It's crazy, man. And, like, even our children are different, right? You remember years ago when little Bobby was missing and shit? 3 days later, he on a motherfucking milk carton, right? Not little Junebug. Junebug missing for a long-ass time. And he be gone. Because we send our kids up the block, down the street, to the corner store. They ain't kidnapping our kids and shit. If they do, they fucking around and get with them thug niggas. They gonna bring his little ass right back. Be like, excuse me, sir, this your son? Yes. He talking about the bitch ass nigga. I'm not his dad and shit, and he hungry. And grandma hear all that noise in the front, commotion. She come in, what's going on here, y'all? Oh, Junebug missing, grandma. No, he ain't. Yes, he is. I said, no, he ain't. Watch this. Junebug, if you're hungry, you'll bring your ass home. 1, 2, there he is. Junebug can get some food and shit, man. I'm serious though, man. But yeah, man, like, everybody know I play in the NFL. I play, you know, in the NFL, the CFL, and the USFL, man. Fired from all 3 of them motherfuckers, though. But now I'm doing Pop Warner, man. I'm gonna fuck those kids up. Come on, JoJo. What, JoJo? Oh, I can't play in the NFL no more, JoJo. What? Oh, nobody heard of the USFL, JoJo? And your mama don't want me no more, JoJo? Hey, I'm paid to pay here, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's my time, y'all. I'm D-Bev, man. Thank you very much. Donnie Keefe in the house.
Give it up for D. Beverly, you guys. Comedians, when you come up to the stage, you don't have to look like a total dork and hold the mic like he was doing, making it pop and shit, all like that. Pop, pop, pop. Just hold it like this, talking this portion right here. I'm getting some real mics in here, and we're going to be doing shit real big. Y'all, give it up for yourselves for coming out tonight. Give it up for everybody you've seen on the podcast and in here. I've got 3 more comics for you. It's going to be hot as fuck. Y'all, coming to the stage right now. This guy is the one-liner king. I mean, when I met him, I thought one-liner king. Give it up for Lamar D. Soul.
Hey, do I got the spot? The mic has a G spot. Crazy shit. You know, some people do comedy because they can't afford therapy. But I'm not paying somebody to tell me I got problems. Especially when any girl will tell you for free. Like, you know what your problem is? What my problem is. So, I don't know. Hey, something you guys might not know about me. I'm right-handed, but I smoke left-handed. Go figure. Actually, if I got out of therapy, all doctors do is allow you to legally be addicted to drugs. You're like, what sounds better, Prozac, Ritalin, or marijuana? And you know half that shit they discover by accident anyway. They're like, oh, look, lab rat A stopped moving. It's like, man, I wish I could get my kid to do that. Next thing you know, it's FDA approved. Funny. Why are people always stealing our shit? Now the Asians talking about they got Asian fried chicken. Now y'all got fried rice. The fried chicken is ours. The gays stole the rainbow. So now every time I can't even enjoy a rainbow anymore, I feel like, am I having issues? Is everything okay with myself? Like, you know, you got to do that self-love kind of shit now. Speaking of self-love, you ever like go through a sexual drought and then it's like, you know, you get so used to masturbating that when you finally have sex again, you fantasizing about masturbating. You're like, oh my God, I turned myself out. Shit is crazy. I've been going back out with my ex though. I figure why let these tattoos go to waste? So it's kind of going good. But girls, they get mad about stupid shit. And like, it's y'all fault. Y'all should have like instructions tattooed to your inner thigh. Like, start slowly with gentle licks. So if I start humping, that's good. Keep doing what you're doing. If I move to the left, don't move with me. Let me do the adjusting. And then like the small print will be like, management reserves the right to change the speed, pressure, location at any time. So don't ever think you got this figured out. So, I'm sorry. Did I mess up your groove? So, you remember back in the beginning of the relationship when you didn't have to be drunk to have sex? And it's like now you're like, oh, you again? Hold on. All right, let's do it. Then you get to the point in a relationship where you realize as long as you don't do anything together, everything's okay. So, I don't know. You guys been checking out the free personals online? No? Because they got a lot. They are mostly BBWs. That's not a car. BBW, that stands for Big Beautiful Woman. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. She was a big woman. And she said she was 420 friendly. I didn't know if that meant she smoked weed or if that was her weight and she was nice. Then they're voluptuous, but they're really 2 of us. And then a lot of big women are bi now. I guess that means you got to split them in half to have sex with them. I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, sometimes I like to walk into a tanning salon and go, I'm suing. You get it later. Hey, you guys want to see my impersonation of a girl apologizing? Yeah. You want to see it again? Girls don't apologize. They just buy you something. Every once in a while, they go, baby, you know I'm crazy. So if she does that, that was the apology. So, I don't know. You guys got any questions about anything? You guys miss Obama? Yep. No. Like, shouldn't the first black president be more than half black? That's why he had to run twice, so he equaled one whole black president. every family reunion, they get into an argument over reparations. And there's like somebody like, you can't even spell reparation. I'm like, sure can. R-E-P, white girls. And everybody's like, well, everybody's political. And I was like, where do you stand on abortion? I'm like, in line at the clinic. It's like pro-abortion and pro-white girls because they can't take those little things home to daddy. So, hey, what are you going to do? We were talking about being black with police and stuff. I didn't find out I was black till 7th grade. I had to take ESL, Ebonics as a second language. So I'm having modicum of success too. And you can say modicum if you grow up white, even if you don't know what it means. But in Ebonics, modicum is whether you have sex or masturbate. It's like, what's your modicum? It's like, oh man, I need me a big BWB. I like when comedians go, when you don't laugh, or if y'all didn't laugh, and like, I don't care, that shit was funny. I'm like, okay. I did a show one time, and an old guy came in on a respirator. I told the first joke, he died laughing. His family came up to me afterwards like, thanks, dude, we tried everything. It was a little hard to finish the show with the paramedics yelling clear, but I got it. Oh, Daugne said rap, she gave me this. I didn't know that was an invitation for after the show or that meant get finished. I think it meant, which one? Get finished probably? Well, it's the same thing, huh? And speaking of white people, why are we the ones called colored? I never been green with envy. Like they spend millions a year tanning or they end up red. White people are blue when they're cold, yellow when they're sick, and gray when they're dead. So we don't need mood rings. We just need some Caucasian flesh. Just slap some on your wrist, you know what kind of day you're having. Like, oh shit, it's yellow. White people always fucking up shit, like the English language. Like, take the and there. Why with TH? Why would you want to put your tongue in between your teeth while you're talking? That's why we say teeth. You can call it Ebonics if you want to. We just try not to bite our tongue. And then, how are you going to say conjugate the verb to be and it's I am, you are? No, it's I be, you be, we be jamming. Right? All right. Hey, I was in the Ultimate Black Man contest, where you got to play basketball while you're eating fried chicken and watermelon at the same time? Behind bars? Yeah. I came in third, though, behind Eminem and Justin Timberlake. All right, guys, thanks.
Bye, Justin Timberlake and Eminem. Y'all give it up for Lamar D. Soul. That's why I call him the one-liner kings. He just be throwing them out there. That nigga say the most outlandish shit in the fastest few seconds. You be like, that came out of that nerdy guy. He's like, yeah, and fuck your life. And fuck your mama too while you at it. My jokes are funny, bitch. Suck my dick. All right, y'all, we gonna keep it going. I got this next comic coming to the stage. Very funny. He hails from overseas in Iran. He's one of the funniest guys I know. Don't mix him up with a Mexican and nobody else. He'll fuck you up, okay? Y'all give it up for Mr. Sherwin Array.
What's going on? How you guys doing? You hear me okay? Volume good? All right. Boy, this is a cute little... Man, Dawn, we could have done this shit over the phone. I don't know what the fuck. You had me come all the way from Iran to... Okay, let's go ahead and get it. Listen, now listen. Okay, pay attention. I'm going to be telling these jokes really, really fast because I got to get back to my 7-Eleven. So pay attention, please, all right? I didn't even tell my father I was leaving tonight, okay? I'm telling you, he thinks I'm in the back working on a slurping machine right now. He finds out I'm here. Back to Iran I go. Let me tell you. I like this audience, man. This is cool. This is different than the club settings that we're used to, man. It's a lot. This is nothing like Taliban Tuesdays. Look at this shit here. That's the show I normally host, Taliban. These shows have these racist themes. Taliban Tuesdays is a real show. The audience looks like one giant eyebrow. It's the fucking worst shit in the world. It's some scary shit. You know what I mean? I love my people, but they scare the living shit. You know what I mean? You love your people, but there's some of them motherfuckers that scare the shit out of you. Because they never tell us which one of us is carrying the bomb. They don't tell us. They don't tell us. And I'm up here nervous as hell just looking at everybody like, I'm telling you, man, it's some scary shit. But Dawn's been booking me a lot, man. I love, I've done so many different shows. I've done white shows, black shows, Taliban Tuesdays. My favorite show to perform for, my favorite audience is black audiences. I love black audiences. As a comic, we pray for audiences like black audiences. Because the audiences, the show is just totally different. Black audiences like no other show. First of all, when black people tell you the show starts at 8 o'clock, you got about a 2.5-hour grace period. I mean, that show can start anywhere in there. Black shows start so late, sometimes they don't even put a time on the flyer. It just says tonight. You know, the first show we ever had together was at the Comedy Union, man. I was so excited. I called the club up myself. I said, hey, man, so what time you guys start? And he was like, oh, shit, we'll be over there, baby. I was like, what the fuck? We'll be over there, baby. My friends are like, Sherwin, we want to see you perform tonight. I was like, shit, I'll be over there, baby. Black shows are run totally different. See, in a white show, they'll tell you, look, we're going to give you 10 minutes to tell your jokes, and we're going to give you a warning light at 8 minutes to let you know, wrap it up. In a black show, I said, excuse me, so when do I get the warning light? When you stop being funny? That could be 10 minutes. That could be 2 minutes. It's up to you, baby. Totally different. Plus, in a black show, this is my favorite thing about black shows is when you make black people laugh real, real hard, some of them get up and run. Have you seen this shit happen? It's your generation that does. It's the younger kids that do it. I mean, I don't know what it is, but something turns on in their soul and hurls them 200 miles an hour to the other end of the room. And somehow they managed to high-five 47 of their friends on the way over there. Let one of my people run in the middle of a show. We're all running, goddamn. If you ever see anybody that looks remotely close to me run in the middle of a show, get your ass up, get the fuck out. It is not part of the program. The closer these eyebrows get to each other, the more in danger you are. I'm just letting you know. You guys like to race shit. Okay, all right. You're a racist motherfucker. You like to race. Oh, but here's the funny thing, man. The more black shows I do, the more black habits I begin to pick up. Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. And I'm telling you, that is some scary shit because the last thing you guys want is a black Iranian, okay? That is America's worst nightmare. A black Iranian, that's like a bomb that goes off late. Oh, shit, this went off a little late. I'm telling you, I'm picking. You know how I knew I was picking up black habits and I had to just take a step back, just cool out for a minute? My friend Malik calls me on the phone, black guy, obviously, right? Malik calls me on the phone, asks me if he can hold $1,000. Black people say hold, they don't say borrow. Malik, I'm used to telling this joke with white people in the audience where you have to translate because they don't understand and they'll fill out a complaint card if they don't understand. So anyway, Malik calls me on the phone, asks me if he can hold $1,000. I didn't even say no. I said, shit. I ain't giving you a motherfucking thing. He was like, Sherwin? I said, it's Charmaine now. Yes. You know, shit is the coolest word. It's essentially an upgraded no, is what it is, right? According to my math, it's an upgraded no. It's an absolutely the hell not, right? Because black people, you never use the word no. Just depending on how crazy the request is will determine the level of shitness that you get, right? For instance, if I asked you guys to help me blow up the airport. Shit. One time, hey, there was a dude sitting in the front row, drunk, and I mean, this guy was flying drunk somewhere. I said, young man, if I asked you to help me blow up the airport, you must be out of your goddamn mind. Arab dude gonna ask me, help him blow up the airport. Shit. I said, okay, so you just gave your shit an introduction. I'll accept that. That's cool. That's all right. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the coolest word in the world because you can use it in any situation. Like if you have cereal, no milk, shit. Ladies, uncircumcised penis? Shit. See, yeah, wasn't no hesitation with that one, was it? We don't want no turtlenecks in 2022, do we? No? Shit. My black friend, especially D-Bev, me and D-Bev are good friends, man. D-Bev always teases me about that word. Like, he'll come to my apartment. He won't even say hello. He'll just walk right in, shit. So I'll be like, okay, fine. All right, shit. Then my dad will come in the room, shit. I'm telling you, it's the coolest word in the world. Now, look, I just told you it's an upgraded no, right? You could also use it for yes. If you won $20 million, would you quit your job? Shit. Would you give a 2-week notice? Shit. Yes and no. Same word. You see that? You have confused white people. You see how you did that? Now you see? Black people, did you know that white people also have a shit? Did you know that? Did you know that? They do. White, yes. White people also have a shit. It just sounds a little different. It's, oh, come on! That's how white people say no to one another. Just say, oh, come on! I asked my white friend Steve, I said, Steve, may I borrow $1,000? Oh, come on, Sherwin. Then he reached in his pocket. Now you know you need more than that. White people, let me tell you, see, here's the thing. White people, black people say the same things. They just say them differently. That's all it is. For instance, white people say, Stephen, I've got some news that's going to knock your socks off. Black people say, Willie, you ain't going to believe this shit. It's the same thing. They just say it differently. White people say, oh, good heavens, there's a sale at Target. Black people say, man, let's go see what Target talking about. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. White people say, that hurricane wreaked havoc. Black people say, man, that hurricane tore up a lot of shit. It's the coolest shit in the world. See, the thing you got to understand about white people is this. White people are an extremely specific breed of people. They're very, very specific. When you mess up their salmon and asparagus in a restaurant, they want to speak to the manager. That's their shit, salmon and asparagus. They love that fucking meal. Salmon and asparagus. When you mess up that salmon and asparagus in a restaurant, white people want to talk to the manager and the manager only. You ever notice white people don't speak to anybody but the manager? You get me the manager now. Get me the manager. I want to talk to the manager. Where's the manager? I want to speak to the manager. I speak to nobody but the manager. Get me the manager now. Black people, you don't really care who you speak to. I know somebody better tell me something. It's the same shit. You just say it a little nicer. That's what it is. Next time you go out to dinner, sit next to white people. Make them a little nervous. Okay. Sit next to white people. And watch how they eat dinner. They eat dinner like everybody else. But at the end of the night, when that bill comes, this is when white people kill each other. Because they all want to pay the bill. You ever notice? White people can't wait to pay the bill. Bill be $6,288. White people dive headfirst into the middle table. Give it to me. Don't you touch it. Slide it over, Scooter. Scooter is the universal white nickname, right? Slide it over, Scooter. I'm paying this bill. Black people, you guys get the bill, you lose your fucking memory. Wait a minute, I didn't order all this shit. No. I know I ate it, but I didn't order it. That's what I'm saying. Wait, hold up. I found a problem right here. Which one of you messed around and ordered gratuity? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's automatically added to parties of 6 or more? Oh, hell no. Somebody better tell me something. White people make me laugh, man. They're so funny, dude. You ever work with white people at the job? Don't they take the job seriously? Yep. White people take the job so seriously. They act like it's their business, right? They take it so fucking seriously. When the computers go down at work, white people are upset because they can't work anymore. Black people, look at God. Won't he do it? Computers come back up. The devil is a lie. I love you, Dawn. See, I love black women because they flirt so much. You know what I mean? I love that. And they get right to the point. Black is 0 or 100. Black, but there's no in the middle. They get right to the point. I asked a black woman out on a date. I said, sweetie, I would love to take you out sometime. You ain't gonna have me wearing no sheet. Like I drive around with sheets in my truck. You Taliban, this ain't Talibooty. What kind of shit is that to say to me? Then she hit me with the classic line, once you go black, you ain't going back. Once you go black, you never go back. I said, shit, once you go in my van, you go to Afghanistan. Hey, I'm Sherwin Ray. You guys been a lot of fun. Give it up for your host, Dawn Keefe. God bless you guys. Good night.
Give it up for Mr. Sherwin Ray, y'all. Sherwin away. Yeah, once you go in my van, you going to Afghanistan unless you get a bitch like me, because, nigga, you be like, nah, let that bitch back out the van. She crazy to the motherfucker. Because I'm a windmill on you, first of all. See, you guys be used to women just being, Black women, we gonna punch. We getting in boxing stances, nigga. We gonna start dancing on you. What the fuck you mean we going to Afghanistan? Boop, nigga, what? Stand. Got your Afghanistan, bitch. Roll a blunt, bitch. With that Afghani gooey, nigga. They got Afghani gooey? Because I'm going if they get that. Brandy got the big B on. It's a trip when I see kids that I watch grow up. You know, I'm like, look at these grown-ass men. They be smoking cigars and shit. I'm like, my son is out there fucking somebody. Oh, my God. My son is sticking to a bitch. That's why I have to watch what I put on Instagram when you got grown-ass kids, because my son be like, Mommy, take that down. I thought it was cute to put a picture of my crotch up when they was playing pants. I was like, look at that monkey, nigga. And I was like, my son was like, Mommy. I was like, Mommy. That changed things. Because, I mean, it takes the carnal mind out. I'm like, so good. Your mom is so awesome. He's like, Mom, you're a whore. I saw that picture. Take it down. I'm just kidding. My son would never call me a whore, okay? Don't take shit serious. Next comic coming to the stage. Not for real. I love my boo-boo. It's a trip, though, when you have grown-ass kids, for real. That's why I only got one of them motherfuckers. I couldn't have no girl. God knew what he was doing by giving me a son, because the daughter, I killed that bitch. Because if she anything like me, she gonna die off birth, bitch. No, as soon as out the womb, bitch, die. You will not. I rebuke you, baby. Baby, like, I love you. No, don't trust you. You got a diaper on right now, bitch, but it's coming off sooner or later. She be all in the playground, good on the poles and shit. I be like, I'm watching you, bitch. You too good on that pole. Fuck that. Play your ass in the sandbox. Get dirty, bitch. Learn construction. Because you not getting on the pole. And my daughter would be the bitch on the pole going, look, mommy. Watch, mommy. Look what I can do. No, bitch. And if I would have had it by his daddy, I know the bitch would be untrustworthy. Okay? Because you got to know your child. See, I knew to stop the streets from stopping him. I had to start at a young age. As soon as the maintenance man called me and said, there was an accident near your townhouse. The maintenance man was shot in the ass repeatedly today. And they heard some chipmunk-sounding laugh coming from your townhouse. And we're pretty sure it's your son. And I'm like, what do you mean? My son doesn't own a BB gun. I'm got to get put out my building, everything. I'm like, my son don't own a BB gun. Let me tell you something. You know how black mamas are. My son ain't got no motherfucking BB gun. Nigga, I know what my kid got. But I forgot my brother, this scandalous ass, a few weeks ago had asked me, hey, I got this old-ass BB gun, the kind you pump. Can your son have it? Hell no. I remember telling him distinctly, hell motherfucking no, because I know my child. You got to know if you raising a DC sniper in your motherfucking house, okay? This nigga was too good at GoldenEye, shit like that. He killing. I'm playing the game with the nigga walk up behind me shooting me in the head. I'm like, nah, you can't have no BB guns, motherfucker. You too good of a shot, nigga. So I'm arguing with the people at the building. My son ain't got no gun, and then it hit me. Click. Raul tried to give him a gun. My brother black, but he got a Mexican name, Raul. The only nigga you know black as dirt named Raul. So I called my brother because he can't lie to me. He starts laughing. I said, hey, Ra, the maintenance department called me today and said Manuel was attacked. What you mean Manuel was attacked? They said he was shot repeatedly in the ass with a BB. Did you give Lamont that BB gun? No, why would I do that? The laugh, though. The laugh. No, it's that part. Nigga, I caught you. Click. You gave my son a BB gun? No. So my son come in, he got poly seeds in his hand. He got about 10 of his friends. Mine, no. You ain't going nowhere. I said, let me talk to you for a second. Today, I got a phone call. Manuel had been shot in the ass repeatedly. So his friends did what y'all doing. Now, my son, this is what I know about black children, boys in general, men, period. I don't care what race they are. You have to be specific with men. Ask them specific questions. You shall get a specific answer. Because they not going to lie to you. They just going to omit some shit. My son, a true omitter. He's a true nigga. I said, Lamont, you got a BB gun? Mommy, there is no BB gun in this house. No BB gun in this house, but it's the no BB gun presentation in this house. Now, BB and the mama I am, the brothers I got, I'm the only girl. I said, go get that fucking gun from wherever the fuck you hit it at outside, nigga. So his friend stood there. She figured it out. She knows. And my son sitting there looking confused with one eye open, one eye closed. She know. Policies. Mommy, I'm telling you, I do not own a BB gun. Look around the house. Keywords, look around the house. I done told your ass to go get that motherfucking gun from outside where they had to get it. 2 minutes later, here he come with the BB gun. Manuel ass looked like something off the X-Files when I went in that office. This nigga done pumped it 10 times and shot him. Old-fashioned BB guns, you know them kind you gotta pump. The nigga broke skin. I almost got put out that apartment. That's why I be like, black mothers go through a lot. But see, I knew what kind of child I was raising. The DC sniper wasn't growing up in my house because I wasn't allowing him to have no guns. Now he in charge of ammunition and all types of shit in the military, but it's okay. He's doing it the legal way. That nigga like, I got real guns now, though. I did that, snuggle wuggle. I said that on air. Snuggle, my little gun toting, rootin' tootin'. That's when you get like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. All right, y'all, we gonna keep it going. I got one more comic coming to the stage. Y'all ready for some more? Say some more. All right, y'all. Coming to the stage, my homeboy, one of the funniest niggas I know. I'm going to call him a nigga because he my brother from another mother. Y'all give it up for another brown brother coming to the stage, Mr. Benny Mina.
Hey, y'all give it up for Donnie Keith, please, and all the comics we saw so far. Give it up for everybody, man. Oh, man, so I'm a father of two. I got a 7-year-old and a 16-month-old as of yesterday, man. And during the lockdown, my son he was 5, he had Zoom school, which meant I had Zoom school, all right? And I didn't realize how much shit I forgot about school, since I went to school and stuff, right? So he had comprehensive English in the 1st grade. And I told my wife, shit, I had that in high school. I don't know if it meant my son was a genius or I was a dumbass, but, he had it, right? So I'm sitting next to my son, right, because he's got to sit in front of the laptop. The teacher doesn't want to see any parents on the screen, just the kids. So I'm sitting to the side of him. And my son's like, Daddy. I'm like, what's a noun? And I'm like, a noun? I got that. That is a person, place, or things. Okay, cool. Thanks, Daddy, right? 5 minutes later, he's like, Daddy. I'm like, what? He goes, what's a pronoun? And I was like, shit. A pronoun, that is an athletic noun, I didn't know what to say to him, man. And my 16-month-old, we had him during the lockdown, man. So, I got single friends. You say, oh, it was rough going through the lockdown being single. I got couple friends. They're like, no, being in a couple, in a relationship, it was hard because we argue a lot. Screw that. I went through with a pregnant woman, man. My wife was pregnant, and she was mean as hell, man. Because, look, my first son, it was a smooth pregnancy. She got pregnant, went to every appointment, had the baby, no big deal. The second one, she had morning sickness, headaches, body aches. Everything was my fault. Everything, right? I'd wake up in the morning, good morning. The fuck's good morning about? Fuck you, get out of my face. I'm like, whoa, just mean as hell, right? And she'd always go lay down because her body was hurting. And one time I was trying to make her feel good, right? So I laid behind her and I put my hand over her. I'm like, baby, you okay? She turned around, 6 feet, asshole, 6 feet. And where's your mask? I'm like, we live together. What the hell, right? I don't trust you. Look what you did. And then I kind of got upset. I'm like, you know what? It works both ways. We did this to each other. She's like, nah, you did this to me. I'm like, you know what? You could have swallowed. I mean, I don't know. It works both ways, And for everything, she was just mean as hell. And then certain times she chose to be cute because we did what everybody did during the lockdown. We watched TV. My thing to watch was The Walking Dead. I love that show, right? So I'm watching The Walking Dead. She's next to me. Now she wants to be cute. She's like, baby. I'm like, what's that? If I was to turn into a zombie, do you think it'd put me down? I looked at her. I'm like, shit, I want to put you down now. What the hell, right? Because, she's mean as hell. All of a sudden, she wants to be cute. But she got me with the TV, man, because she scared the hell out of me. Because she liked to watch this show called Snap. All right? Do any of you guys know what Snap is? All right? You kind of know? All right, Snap, check this out, bro. Snap's a show about women that snap. They kill their husbands, their boyfriends, and their lovers. All right? And every show showcases 3 different women that killed their significant other. All right? And here's a crazy true fact about that show. It's going on to the 11th season. All right, so there's a lot of women killing men out there, right? And my wife, she's not watching the show like, babe, you gotta watch it. These women are crazy. No, she's watching it with a pen and a pad, taking notes. And I'm like, why are you writing shit down? She's like, because I'm never gonna get caught. I'm like, screw that. I canceled cable that night, all right, because I wanted to live, all right? Because she got stupid with it. She's all like, oh my God, look at she killed her husband. She was a hero. I'm like, she was a hero. She murdered him. Like he was cheating. No, she was the one cheating on him. He drove her to that. I'm like, you know what? Shut up, just crazy shit, man. And I don't know if you guys want to have kids and stuff like that, but just know that if you have kids, women change, and not necessarily for the better. Check it out. I've been with my girl 17 years, all right? It took her 2.5 years before she farted in front of me. 2.5 years, right? We're driving to the movies. I'm driving. She's shooting shotgun, and then hello, and I'm like, oh snap! She's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I was like, no, I'm glad you did, because I was starting to think you're weird, right? Because for 2.5 years, she never farted in front of me. I'm like, it's gotta come out one way or the other. I'm like, where does it go? Maybe that's why she has bad breath sometimes. You know, I don't know, right? But man, once she got pregnant, she did during both pregnancies. Once she got pregnant, she didn't care. With our first son, she's 8 months pregnant. We're watching TV. She's leaning on me on the sofa, right? It just rips one loud. I'm like, what the hell? It scared me because it was that loud, right? I thought she was going to have the same reaction. I thought she was like, oh, my God, baby, I'm sorry. No, she looked at me. She goes, hey, that was a good one, huh? I was like, no, it's never a good one when you say that. You know, don't ever do that again, you know. Then she took it to another level. The next week, we had to go to a doctor's appointment for her, right, for a checkup. We're in the elevator. We got to go to the 7th floor. On the 3rd floor, 3 more people come in. So it's 3 people, her and I, and she farts again. Not loud enough you can tell who farted, but loud enough you can tell somebody farted, right? Because it was one of those women farts. You know, it was like, pa, pa, right? And that thing smelled, right? It smelled bad, right? So the people in front of us are like, what the hell, right? They turn around. They see a pregnant woman, like, oh, it can't be her. They turn around. They see me. They give me the you're a jerk look, right? And I was like, oh, no, it wasn't. And I look at my wife, and she's going like this. I'm like, oh, fuck you, man. You just throw me under the bus like that, man. She's always doing stuff like that, man. And then, you know, the midnight cravings is what kills you, man. Fellas, you know, they say once you have a baby, you know, you're not going to get any sleep. When your woman's pregnant, you don't get no sleep because in the middle of the night, she gets cravings, man. My wife would wake me up with an attitude between 1 to 3 in the morning, mean as hell. The baby wants pizza. The baby wants hamburgers. The baby wants cookies. The baby wants this. Just one time, I would have loved for her to wake me up. The baby wants to suck dick. Just one time, you know? Because we were not having any sex during the pregnancy, man. It's bullshit, man. And then, you know, after the baby, you know, we argue a lot, man, because my wife has anger issues, where this past December, we almost called it quits. We literally almost, you know, I've been with her 17 years, and I was like, you know what, I'm out of here. But then I thought about it. You know, I'm in my 40s, my late 40s and stuff. In fact, this past Monday, I just turned 48, right? So I'm a 48-year-old, and I was like, man, I can't be single right now because I'm domesticated. I've been with her 17 years. I don't even know how to talk to women anymore, right? Seriously, man. Sometimes we do shows, and after the show, it turns into like a nightclub. I don't even know how to talk to women. Like I said, man, one time, it was about a month ago, I'm doing a show, and then it became a nightclub. There's a bunch of beautiful women there. This cute girl came up to me. She was trying to flirt. She said, hey, you're really funny. I'm like, thank you. Like, you want to buy me a drink? I'm like, bitch, I don't know you, you know, because I'm trained. My wife got me trained, right? I don't want to cheat on her. But I was thinking about, you know, being single. But the last time I was single, like, how old are you, big dog? How old are you? 35? Is it easy? Are you single or married? You're engaged? All right, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. I'm letting you know right now, man. No, because it's hard. Like, you're not single, but being single at my age is hard, right? Because the last time I was single, I was 31. And the only thing I remembered about being single is women make guys jump through hoops. The last time I was single, I was 31 years old. I went to a grocery store. I met a woman. We exchanged phone numbers. We talked every day for a week. At the end of every conversation, she would tell me, I can't wait to see you. When I see you, it's going to be on. For a woman to say to a man, that's kind of weird, right? So I'm like, hey, what do you mean by it's going to be on? She's like, well, you know, we go to a bar, have some drinks, and then afterwards we can go back to your place and go back to my place. I got excited. Like, this shit's going to be on, right? Sure enough, we make a date. We go to a bar. We shut it down. It's 2 in the morning. I'm buzzed. She's wasted because she was trying to keep up with me, and I'm an alcoholic, right? So I'm like, what do you want to do now? She's like, let's go back to your place. I'm like, cha-ching, let's go. We go back to my place. Next thing you know, we keep on drinking some more. Next thing you know, it's 3 in the morning. I'm fucked up. She's damn near wasted, passed out. We start making out. It's getting hot and heavy. Clothes are coming off. I think I'm going to have sex. I like to play it safe. I go get a condom. I start opening it up. She's like, what are you doing? I'm opening up a condom. She's like, for what? What do you think? I'm going to make you a balloon animal, all right? So I made this big-ass python, right? It's my story. Hey, it's my story. I can say it any way I want, all right? So I made this big-ass python, right? She's like, no, we can't do this. I'm like, why not? She goes, I don't know you very well. I'm like, you're about to get to know me really damn good right now, right? She's like, no, stop. It's only been a week. I go, that's a long time in guys' terms. She's like, no, come on, stop. I'm like, baby, let's do this. Come on, stop, baby, let's do this. That went on for 10 minutes. And listen, fellas, I don't care what's your nationality, how old you are, who raised you, where you from. When the woman does that, come on, stop, every man uses this line at least once in his life. Because I said it that night. I was like, well, can you just touch it? Just your hand for a little bit, just rub it, all right? Donnie, you heard that shit before, huh? Look at that. She was like, I don't want to. I know that's your mom, man. My bad, bro. Like, mama, don't touch it. Mama, don't touch it. You know. Then the next day, she's rubbing your face. I love you, honey. You know, that sucks, man. No, she was all like, no, I don't want it. Just stop. I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what the hell? It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm drunk. You're drunk. We're both naked. My python's turning into a worm. I'm like, what do you want to do then? He's like, let's just go to sleep. Like, you know what? The hell with it. I rolled over. She's like, what are you doing? I'm going to bed. She's like, aren't you going to hold me? I looked at him like, I don't know you very well. It's too soon, you know? It's 50-50, man. It's 50-50, yeah. I'm getting older, man. Like I said, I just turned 48. I really did on Monday, man. And I'm so jealous of young people, man. I'm jealous of like 20-something-year-olds, man, because they don't know how lucky they are, the technology they're born into, right? Because shit's amazing nowadays, right? Social media, phones and stuff. You're literally carrying a computer in your friggin' wallet or in your pocket, right? Seriously, like, I get mad because the other day I had some family over. I have a 22-year-old cousin. He was over, his phone rang, and then he had a speaker, and his buddy was calling him up. He goes, yo, man, what are you doing? He goes, I'm at my family's house. He goes, well, check it out. I got this new spot. The drinks are cheap. The women are hot. Let's go watch some games there. My cousin was all like, all right, cool. Should I pick you up? You want to pick me up? His buddy was like, let's meet there because I'm going to get off work late. So my cousin's like, all right, cool. Text me the address. Obviously, his friend has a smartphone. Text my cousin the address. My cousin put that in navigation. Boom. He knew how to get there. I told my cousin, you're so lucky because that's fucking amazing. He's like, what do you mean? I go, because when I was 22, fucking 26 years ago, that shit didn't happen. When I was 22, I'd be walking down the street. My beeper would go off. Beep, 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 right? I look at my page. I'm like, oh, shit, my boy Mike is paging me. One thing about technology making young people stupid because when I was 22, fucking 26 years ago, I had 300 phone numbers right here. Remembered everybody's phone number and the mama. There was no SD card. This was our fucking memory, all right? So I get the fucking page. I got to call my boy Mike up. There's no smartphones back in the day. I got to walk to a payphone, all right? You get to a payphone, you can't just use it because it requires change. So for the next 5 minutes, I had to be homeless. Hey, man, you got a quarter I can have, bro? Can I get a quarter? Let me get 2 dimes, bro. Let me get 2 dimes, right? I would get the change. I'll call my boy Mike up. I'm like, what's up, man? You page me? Yeah, bro, check it out. I got a new spot. The drinks are cheap. The women are hot. Let's go watch some games. I'm like, all right, cool. Should I pick you up? You want to pick me up? He's like, you know what? Let's meet there because I'm going to get off work late. All right, cool. Give me the address. Hold up. Let me find a pen and paper because we had to write shit down back in the day, all right? I get a pen and paper. I write down the address. I go home. I use my navigation system. It was called the Thomas Guide, all right? Young people don't know what the hell it is, right? I told my cousin what a Thomas Guide is. If he knows what it is, he goes, well, my friend's name is Thomas, but he's not a guide. I'm like, shut your ass up, bro. Shut your ass up. I go, Thomas Guide is a book about this thick, about that long. The greater LA County, greater Orange County, greater San Bernardino County. If you were smart, you would get the greater LA County and Orange County together, because let's be honest, who the hell wants to go San Bernardino, all right? And when you get that book, you got to be a genius. You got to play, use it like, you got to use it like you're playing Battleship, A6, G3. You got to know what the hell you're doing. And I get mad when I hear young people talk about, you know how hard it is to text and drive? I'm like, fuck you, we had drive and flip pages and shit, right? And one thing about the Thomas Guide, it would help me save money when I was a young man. When I meet a girl and I get her number, I call her up a couple days later, I'm like, hey, well, let's get together, go to the movies or have dinner. Okay, cool, come pick me up. Cool, give me your address. She give me her address, well, hold up, let me look you up. I get my Thomas Guide, I come back on the phone, oh, no, you're 5 pages away. That shit's not going to happen, you know? It's just different and shit, man. And, you know, like I said, I'm getting older, man, and, you know, you got to know your limits, man. So when I was young, I used to get in a lot of fights. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so I used to get in a lot of fights to the point where I got into boxing when I was in my 20s. I boxed for a couple of years, right? And you know, I'm more mellow now, but because I grew up with those fathers that told you, listen, if you're going to fight and if you don't whoop ass, when you come home, I'm going to whoop your ass, right? So I used to whoop ass and shit, but I never started a fight. But now I'm in my 40s and shit, and I'm more mellow, right? You know, like, you know, I don't fight anymore. But this happened to me right before the pandemic. I went to this taco truck. Saw one of my buddies and shit, right? You know, getting food and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know, we get his food. I get my food. We go talk to the side. Like 5 minutes later, we turn to the taco truck. Some dudes are starting a fight, right? And my buddy's like, hey, man, what should we do? I'm like, nothing, food. Do you know them? Eat your fucking food, right? So who the hell are you? Yeah, you superhero, man, shit, right? So we're eating our food, right? And it's time to leave. He goes, hey, man, I gotta go see my wife. My wife is waiting for me. Like, you know what, me too. I say bye to him. I walk him to his car. I start walking to my car. I turn around because I hear a thump. These dudes are starting to fight. So they're punching his car windows. My buddy gets out the car, goes, hey, man, what's your problem? One of them just punches him in the face. Bam, right? The boxer in me came out, goes, hey, man, go whoop some ass. So I started running over there, and as I got close, my mind told my body, hey, fool, you're in your 40s. So I slowed down, and I started walking gingerly over there, right? As I got close, they're about to hit my friend again, and the boxer said, do something. So I reached back again, I pulled out my cell phone, I go, hey, fool, I dare you to hit him, man. I fucking dare you to hit him, right? So my friend's mad at me because I got a 10-minute video clip of him getting his ass whooped, just nasty, bro. I mean, they beat the shit out of him, right? And my friends are like, man, why didn't you do something? I'm like, I did. I posted it on Facebook. They're going to catch us someday. I go, dude, how old are you? Why'd you get out the car? Know your limits. Who stay in the car, man? Call the police, you know? Hey, guys, my name is Benny Mena. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Y'all give it up for everybody you seen here my stage tonight. Benny Mena, Sherwin Array, up for my girl Dare Harrison and her songs about freedom and spirituality and all that good shit. And give it up for my ignorant ass. Y'all, this is DK's Way, Lamar D. Soul. Now, if y'all ever need a vegan chef, seriously, Lamar be hooking some shit up. One day, he gives art shows, too, and as y'all know, I'm a painter. So we had an art show. Lamar had cauliflower buffalo wings. I ain't never had fake meat that tastes so good that was cauliflower. And I'm a cauliflower connoisseur. I ain't into that fake meat. What's that shit called? Beyond Meat? Nigga, that shit got blood. I don't know where the blood is coming from if it's plant-based. The shit be red. You ever seen they meat? Where's the blood from? This is plant. I don't give a fuck. No, that shit look fleshy. Fuck that. I don't trust you and your Beyond Meat. It's some real flesh in there. Right, meat juice, beet juice. That's bullshit. How about that? Beet juice bullshit. Somebody is bloody, okay? There was a cow killed to make that Beyond Meat. It is beyond what I can believe in. Sorry. And they make hot dogs and all kind of shit. Yeah, you got the dreadlock. You a lettuce eater. I know, nigga. Nigga make lettuce, tomato sandwiches and shit. Ain't no meat involved in that shit. I don't trust people that don't have protein in their bloodstream. Nigga, you is a bug-me-atarian is what you are. Yes, you are a pescatarian. Okay, y'all, we gonna close out DK's Way because this nigga don't got a microphone and he like to yell shit up here where y'all can't hear out there. I'm Donnie Keith. Tune in next week, 8 o'clock. Love you. Deuces.